Get ready with me as I talk about my transition from college to the real world. And we just gonna say part one. Today marks officially 1 year since I have graduated college. And since it is graduation season, I thought it'd be cute if I just share some gems that I've learned. To get into where I'm going today, I'm hanging out with some of my friends, one of which is from one of the second jobs that I had the year of me graduating. And I'm hanging out with my other friends later that happened to be a really big part of my transition with me graduating college. First things first, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a young person who is really just trying to survive in this environment. So I highly recommend when you do get your job, as most parents have told their kids, pay yourself first. No matter where you land your job, no matter if it's in a warehouse, no matter on whatever end of the warehouse, no matter if you have to go back to food services for a minute, whatever retail, whatever you have to do, just know truly that is not your final destination. But in that destination, those are lessons that you have to learn so you can increase in your career. If you are a retail, be the best retail person you can be. If you're a server, be the best server you can be, because there's always details and a silver lining in every single situation. Every single situation. I stand by that, I promise you. So mental was in la basura, so I went to therapy. And that started a lot of positive things in my life. It's really hard for me to do to get ready and like talking to this shit, y'all, because I love to talk. Anyway, so started therapy, which I recommend for anybody graduating college. I don't care if people call it weird. People call it cliche. Please go to therapy. Please, the transition is just not easy unless you just come from a rich family. You're already promised everything in life, no shade, no tea. But I am a black girl whose dad was a convicted felon. My mom was sick when I was young, who was the first person to ever have a heart and kidney transplant in Vanderbilt. I do not come from money. So I come from hardworking people. They got to get it out the mud. My family is also from Memphis and Deep, Mississippi. It is what it is. Find a community. If you are moving to a new location, or you're moving back home, life has very much changed for you if you have not been really just able to maintain those friendships and relationships while you were gone. I know for me, it was really hard for me because I really only liked a few people in high school, just being honest with you. And the friends that I had in Memphis, we were friends when I was like in middle school and shit like that. Like, people are adults now, you know? So, but find a community. If you have a hobby and you like being in the art community, insert yourself into the art community. If you like reading, find a book club. Anything that is of your sort to keep you to have that third place, not just going home, going to work. Have a getaway. Have a third place. I promise you that is essential to your mental, baby. I am not playing. If you have a passion while you are also pursuing your 9-to-5 as a freshly college graduate, please protect it at all costs. The amount of times where bosses or coworkers have found out that I also have other interests outside of work, I've been told that along the lines of, that's just you guys' generation, you guys really don't want to work for real. As far as to things as you can't worship two gods. Well, last time I checked, I was created by God. So I don't even think that my creativity is an issue. I just think that you're unfamiliar with it. Give yourself freaking grace. I am not really a person where I'll allow myself or allot myself a lot of grace. But when it comes to everybody else, baby, the grace is there, okay? The grace is there. So give yourself the same amount of grace. Let's see what else I have for you. If you are a right-brained person like myself, if you are a creative person like myself, I also use the left side of my brain. However, the corporate life may shock the hell out of you at first. I am not trying to fearmonger. I am not trying to project. But the amount of times that I would cry at work because I felt like I did not belong, just know, as I said previously, you have to know where you are and you have to understand it is a means to an end. A means to an end. You're only going to be at this place forever. if you want to be in that place forever. So just know it's not the end, really just the beginning, and you are in the entry-level stages of your career. Also, journal. If you are creative and you are entering the workforce with a 9-to-5, I'm not gonna lie to you, journaling is going to literally be your best friend. I started reading the hardest way, and I'm not gonna lie, I have not been consistent for other reasons. Not because the book isn't great, but because I am lacking discipline at the moment, truthfully. But getting up a little bit before time and journaling your thoughts, dumping everything out so you have a clear mind, so you're not at work being like, oh my God, I have all these things to work on when I get home. You might, but once you write them out, you realize that they're actually not that bad. Another thing that helped me with my anxiety, because I should have said this earlier in the video, but I'm just a person who has severe anxiety, diagnosed with it. However, going to the gym allows me to have that moment of time where I'm just grinding and literally killing my muscles. For some strange reason, I am low-key turning into a gym junkie, and that's fine. But whatever works for you, whether if it's running, which I have an amazing friend who runs, and she's been doing fabulous at that. She's also graduated college working on her PhD. Go girl. What was I gonna say? So find an outlet. Running, going to the gym. I personally lift. When it was warmer outside, I was going to yoga. Yeah, and I just find things to keep me balanced. I think that the biggest thing that once you graduate is that you have to find whatever is going to give you balance. That's really the most important thing. A lot of times I feel like we had balance when we were in college. You know, if you were like me, you were in organizations, you had that balance of work and fun. You were in the environment, you can literally walk to your friends. And if you have to drive, it's a 10 to 15 minute drive max. So yeah, find balance. In conclusion, I just want to say I probably have just made graduating college seem like the scariest thing in the whole entire world, but I promise it is not. Your life is just now beginning, and you're gonna be okay. Keep going. You're just getting started. Breathe, heal, find yourself, find balance, but most importantly, give yourself some grace. So congratulations to all of the fall graduates of 2023 and the spring graduates of 2024. You are not alone. I promise you, you got it. It's fun. It's amazing. It's a big world out here. Blessings and peace.